Hey, y'all, I'm not even trying to hide it. Y'all can tell I just woke up because I got that little bit of bed head here. Besides looking like a scrub, bam, I got a little bed head. But you know what? I don't give a shit. What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott. And girl, I got some Ask Elliot questions. Okay, well, I got answers. You got the questions. Decided to do another one of these today. It's been a while. It's been a long while, actually. At least a month and a half, 2 months maybe. And I have four really good questions that I think they're really good that a lot of you can relate to. Okay, so before we get started, if you haven't, please subscribe. Just click the red button below. I will love you forever. And if you want to get my ebooks, pre-order my ebooks. I have a bunch of ebooks actually. I got like six now down below. Guides, not ebooks, guides. I call them guides. Down below, if you want to pre-order them, go ahead. That'd be awesome. If you want to get a session with me, again, down in the description. But let's get going into this, okay? So here's the thing, ladies. Well, I was looking. I thought my battery's about to die. I'm like, oh hell no, okay? So here's the thing. Number one, from Godseed79. What's up, girl? Girl. Hi. What if a guy I was talking to, then fell out with, came back after 2 months and wanted to talk again? I think he's a narcissist. But what does that mean when he's thinking about me does that mean he's thinking about me in a sincere way? Here's the thing. I have a lot of people who fall into this trap. They have the rose-colored glasses. They don't look at all the cons. They just try to look at the one pro. Like right now, you're looking at the fact that he's coming back, that he hasn't. You're not looking, you're looking at the fact that he's coming back to you, and you're wondering, whoa, why is he coming back? You're not looking at the fact that he hasn't talked to you in the last 2 months. And with that, I'm going to say no. Please take this from me. I have clients who will not take this. Just take it from me. I have helped thousands of women. I have seen the scenarios. Your guy is not any different. Your scenario is not any different. I don't care what he says to you. You got to look at the actions, okay? If a guy does not talk to you for 2 months, what in the hell makes you think you're so effing special, okay, that somehow the attraction lasted there and that everything was okay and that he wasn't talking or moving on or tendering or texting or online dating or whatever, talking to other women, and that he just decided to come back and say, wow, you know what, I miss you, you were a great girl, how have you been, I hope everything's well. Listen. You can't create attraction when you're away from each other for 2 months, okay? That's just how it is. You can't create attraction. It's very hard to do so. I always tell women, when you hear steps or when you hear, hooves, think horses, not zebras. Go with the most simplistic reasoning possible. And in my opinion, I think when a guy comes back out of nowhere, it's 2 reasons why. He knows you like him. You're basically pre-qualified, so all he has to do is tell you a little bit of this, a little bit of that, get all emotional, lovey-dovey with you. You fall for it, it's easier to get in, number one. Number two, the guy probably went out, tried talking to other women, failed miserably. So you're the back bitch, you're the back burner woman, okay? So you're personally not a bitch, girl. But that's what I think. So please do not assume that this guy's drop dead, or that he's not drop dead. Maybe you hope he is, or it does, but just don't think this guy is crazy about you, that he came out of nowhere, so he's thinking about you, and that he's like, oh my God, I miss her, what was I thinking, I made a big mistake, and that's not how it works a lot of the times, and trust me, I see the patterns all the time, okay? Hopefully I helped you out a little bit there. The next one's from Nikki Gyron. Hopefully I said that right. What does it mean if a guy gets super frustrated and breaks up with you and then he immediately calls you and says he didn't mean it? He's so hot and cold it drives me crazy. I always tell women that a lot of the times when a guy breaks up with a girl, it's not as impulsive as you think. He's been thinking about it for a couple weeks, if not a month, okay? Guys just don't wake up one day and say, you know what? Oh, look at those birds. Opens the thing and says, oh, this is such a nice day. You know what? Make this day better if I break Nikki's effing heart. Yeah, I'm gonna break Nikki's heart today. Guys don't think that. I hope not. If they do, you have bigger problems, right? Or he has bigger problems at least. But I do know the feeling of dumping a woman and then going right back. And I feel like if it's that impulsive where he breaks up and then he comes back, I'm not saying it's okay, but it's better than him coming back out of nowhere, right? Or him just randomly breaking up with you and then not coming back at all, you know? Because like I said, when a guy breaks up with you, usually it's not impulsive. Or yeah, he's been thinking about it for a while. However, this guy broke up and then he came back. I feel like he has his toes in the water, but he's not diving fully in. I feel like he's not trying to make the relationship work. I feel like he's not committed to making it work. I feel like he's on different pages, always trying to find a different way out, but he's failing miserably. I would personally cut this guy off or try to make it work. I don't know, but it just sounds like you're on two different pages. Because if I was with a guy, well, if I was with a guy too, probably, but if I was with a girl, I would say, or I would at least try to make a relationship work. I want to do that hot, cold, break up, come back, break up, come back. Because what does that do? That never works. It only ruins attraction, ruins the situation, makes both parties miserable and angry. I would actually sit down and try to talk to the girl. And it doesn't seem like he's doing that. He's making you, it seems like he's impulsive and he's aggressive. If he's going to get super frustrated and just break up with you without... So I bet you this isn't the first time you guys probably broke up too, right? But you get what I'm saying though, like that hot cold, he's a horrible communicator first off. But I feel like he's been thinking about it for a while. That's probably one of the reasons why he did it. And trust me, I don't care if the day prior you guys had sunshines and rainbows and a nice little picnic and he cooked for you and you had the best sex of your life. I don't care. Guys are in the moment kind of creatures. If he's been thinking about it for the last month or if he breaks up with you out of nowhere, especially if the previous day was amazing, it's not out of nowhere. He's been thinking about it. I guarantee this guy has been thinking about it. That's why he did it. Then he came back and realized he probably can't get any better or that it was a mistake. But just because something's a mistake doesn't mean it's not something he wants to do. Okay, so I would try to talk, again, this is cliche advice, talk to the guy, see where you're going. You have to demand something out of him too, okay? Like you just can't sit there and let him do this kind of stuff and go with it because you want him in your life. You have to put your foot down, draw the line. Guys only do things to women that they know they can get away with and that women let them do, okay? That's just how it is. So the next one, Stephanie Ramos. All right, people, I need your help. Girl, I got you. Don't even worry. If your boyfriend suddenly starts getting away from you, say going to the opposite end of the couch, this sounds like this happened to you, or a different room when he gets a text, would you be suspicious or curious as to why he is doing that? I need a lot of people's point of views so I can show him that I'm not being insecure. Well, girl, you could show him this video and then tell him to subscribe, okay? Do that. That's the trade-off we have here. I think the thing with this is, here's the beautiful thing about humanity, right? We have a thing called empathy. And what I would do if I was you is if you want to show them this and what everyone says, sure. And everyone in the comments, comment below telling her, what to do if you would be suspicious, if she's in the right and things like that. I think she's in the right being suspicious. And here's why. We have a beautiful thing called empathy. What I would do if I was you, besides showing him this, I would sit him down and say, what would you think? Or what would go through your head if every time I got a text, I would ignore you, get up, walk into the other room, or walk across, or sit on a different couch or the other end of the couch and start texting away, right? You would be, and listen, don't try to trick them, don't try to one-up them, just say, let's be honest with me for 1 second, and try to get him to give you a real answer. As soon as you're empathetic and you guys are on the same page, then you can talk. It sounds like you guys are on the different pages, or different pages here. But use empathy to get through to this guy, because I think you're in the right. If I was talking to anybody, she kept getting up, going to the other side and talking or texting on her phone or something like that, I would get suspicious and I would want to know what's wrong. And I think it's disrespectful in my opinion. So get empathetic, use everything that everyone's about to say below, and we will see what happens. I want to get a update on that actually. See what happens or what he says. I want to hear the bullshit. Okay, last one from my girl Sandy. I mean, she's not my girl, I don't know who she is, but hi Sandy. So Elliot, If the woman has has a lot of money, maybe successful at her career, but not attractive at all, looks wise. Are you attractive? I can't even tell. Yeah, you're cute. You're cute. I can't even tell though. Does it count as a status thing a guy would be looking for? I would say no. I mean, a guy doesn't want a deadbeat. A guy wants a successful woman who has a path and ambition. It's not even a successful career. It's just ambition. It's drive that gets. I mean, all humans have a drive to. Like, we're only happy when we're progressing towards something, whether that's a goal that's moving forward, that's just bettering yourself. We all are happy when we're moving forward. Okay, but when it comes to status, I think status or status envy at least is a male trait. I think now I know women compare themselves to other women and want to be better than other women and things like that. But men get very, very, very envious too. I mean, like, are we like? I'm telling you, a whole different level. We just from an evolutionary perspective, like we feel like we have to one up a guy or we have to be better than this guy because if we're not, then this girl, just like peacocks, right? One peacock can have really nice feathers and this one over here can have okay feathers. Well, guess what's going to happen? All the women are going to go to this or whatever, the guy or girl, peacock, or the ones with the nice feathers are going to hook up, okay? That's just how it is. Or when two lions fight, the lion who's stronger, bigger, has a higher status, may be able to scare the other lions away, or beat the hell out of the other lions and get his side, his side piece. That's just how it is. Same here. I feel like men, they want to have an advantage, okay? Because if you have an advantage over everybody else, you have a better chance of survival and reproducing. You get the better woman and things like that. So what I'm trying to say is guys provide resources, okay, his status, his power, him be able to go out and hunt and bring food back, while women provide services. Sorry, women provide more love, caretaking, emotion, bonding, threading, bring the family together, love, sexual things like that. And I know that sounds sexist, but it's not. You need both powers. I actually would say the feminine power is much stronger. You need both powers aligned, because that, from again an evolutionary perspective, that is what that's what gives us the optimal chance of survival, right? It gives me a better chance of getting what I want, you getting what you want, and us raising a healthy offspring and reproducing and passing that DNA on down the line, okay? So with what you're saying, I think it would help. There's nothing wrong with having a good, successful career in a woman who has a drive. Because if you're a valuable woman, you're going to get valuable men, right? Now, if you're a woman who's working, so I'm not going to say a job because I don't want to offend anybody, let's just say a certain job, you might not be as seen as worthy or sought after as a woman who's up here doing her thing, okay, as a doctor, let's say. Now, that's a little far-fetched, a doctor, but I'm being dramatic here. But at the same time, I think a lot of women can use other things than her looks, way more things than her looks, to get a guy attracted to her. If she's a fun woman, she has limited red flags. She's very feminine. She knows how to use her sexual energy. She's chill. She's laid back. She doesn't pressure you in anything. She just does everything I say in all my guides. If you get my value guide, you get my manology guide, all that kind of stuff. If you do everything I say in those, then you're going to be much more successful. Looks are very important. Don't get me wrong. Looks are very important. When a guy looks at a girl's face and it's symmetrical, from an evolutionary standpoint, it shows that she has a better fighting immunity against diseases, right? Or she has less of a chance, just 1,000 things, okay? So while status is important for a woman, yes, because if you're a higher status, it means you're probably more valuable. That's just how it is. At the same time, there's a lot more things you can do. Again, your feminine energy, your feminine energy, your sexual energy, tension, how well you are at flirting, how goofy you are. I can go on and on. Your loyalty, your limited red flags, your independence, all these kind of things are very attractive to a man, okay? So with that being said, ladies, hopefully I answer your questions. Let me see that girl's name again, going back. Stephanie, I want that update. I want to see what that guy says. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to give you a bullshit answer, okay? But with that being said, ladies, I love you. Take care and peace.